Hello, everyone. I am here now. I want to first of all, let me just I need to apologize to yesterday's chatter. The their Let's see. Let me just get their whole username up. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, so I want to apologize to Do Not Open Two. Uh, they were commenting a lot on yesterday's stream, but for some reason it wasn't showing up on the YouTube chat that I was looking at. Their comments were showing up on the screen thing, but I wasn't looking at that because there's a delay between when it shows up on the screen to when it shows up in the chat, but for some reason it wasn't showing up in the chat yesterday. They were it looks like they were responding constructively to the yesterday's stream. So I feel really bad that I was missing out on that as well. So yeah, I could see here that they were talking about because yesterday's stream. There was a scene with Jade and a pig, and so and looking at the screen, I can see now that they said that the pig isn't real, and it's not supposed to be literal. I guess it was in her imagination then, or yeah, it's yeah. Um, yeah, and apparently the whole musical section with the keyboard, that was just supposed to be, yeah, just mash some buttons. Also, I was confused about the term buttless. I thought that I thought that was supposed to be. I thought that was just supposed to be like a different way of saying buttress or something. Uh, do not open to. They clarified uh, that it's supposed to be butt and then lass, and lass means girl. So technically, it was like her name is Butt Girl. Oh, they attempted to call the whoever it was attempted to call her Butt Girl. So that's funny to yeah, because I didn't think about like what lass meant, because we don't really say lass a lot in Australia. I feel like lass is a bit of a, actually maybe we did, maybe it's just an old word, or maybe it's not an old word. Maybe it's like, maybe it is just unique to like certain parts of America. I want to say I could be wrong about that. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you can forgive me for that. I will try to. I would like to get to know you properly through the chats. But yeah, I've got two screens here with me. I've got like, so no, I've got three screens. So I've got my PC monitor now, where I will be reading Homestuck, where you can see everything, and gonna I'm gonna look at my laptop on the other side, where I'll see the YouTube chat. Hopefully that works better. But I can also see, I'm also gonna just look at the stream chat as it is on the stream, and I'm also got on my phone the Twitch thing. So I'll look at. I gotta remind myself to look at three different directions or four different directions, just to make sure that that you're all gonna that you're all taken care of, basically. And okay, so I won't start reading just yet, but I will say that I liked that yesterday's stream ended with "Talk to you tomorrow," because that's how Homestuck ended. So that was good. Um, I think that's probably why subconsciously I was like, yeah, I'll just stop here. No, it wasn't just because Turn Tech God talks too much. It was just just this was just a nice spot to end on yesterday, I think. Let's see. Yesterday, let's see. Yesterday I was supposed to sell something to somebody, but they never showed up, and then they just cancelled. Once they got back to me, they were like, "Oh yeah, never mind." Yeah, it was it wasn't distressing. It was just like, I'm a little miffed that they didn't apologize to me for um, mucking up, but I apologize to them for how things turned out. But I feel like they were angry at me or something, and I was like, well, I told you what time, and well, actually, they changed the time, and I said, sure, but I can meet you at that. I can meet you at an earlier time if you want, but can we meet, um, at the gym that I go to because I want to go to the gym, and they were like, sure, but they just didn't show up at all, and I was like, okay, so yeah, so that was a bit disheartening. But otherwise, I had a really good workout yesterday, uh, and I will probably go to. I'll go today. Probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be. Luckily, this week I had a look at my work roster. Looks like I've got a little bit more work than usual, which is good. I have to see if it exceeds more than 15 hours because I do want to cooperate with the union because who are trying to expand our contract hours so that we get a good deal in the long term. So if it does exceed 15 hours, I'll talk to them about that, and that way we can get a better deal. Let's see, what else is there to say? I know I had something else I wanted to bring up. Oh, that's right. So, for those who don't know, I'm in Australia. It's 9:30 in the morning right now, and I during my afternoon, I like to watch a movie on Twitch. Last night I watched a movie called Glorious, and I I'd heard good things about it, and the premise sounded very fascinating. But I didn't. I ultimately don't really like it. It's a good movie, and I can appreciate why other people like it, but I just found it very disappointing in the end. Uh, I can't talk about it too much because it'll get. It's not that It's not that I care about spoiling this movie, though I probably should care about that as well. It's just that the movie. If I explain what I personally wanted from the movie, it might get a little too X-rated. So, yeah, you could just yeah. If anyone wants to see I don't know, me reacting to the movie Glorious, you can see that on Twitch. You can feel free to archive it if you want. I can't be bothered. Uh, but yeah, the night before I saw. Oh yeah, so that movie Glorious, it has an 86% score on Rotten Tomatoes. To me, it should be around this. It should be like 70% in my opinion. That's me being generous. And let's see. But yeah, it was kind of frustrating because the night before I saw Glorious, I saw a movie called Lisa Frankenstein. Oh yeah, because it's October, I've just been watching horror movies. By the way, that's or anything related to monsters. So or just doesn't necessarily have to be a horror movie. Like I want to watch the movie Love Witch at some point, and maybe a ghost story. Those aren't necessarily horror movies; they're just movies, but they involve witches and ghosts. So it's Halloween enough for me. Yeah, so Lisa Frankenstein was a really great movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it was a shame that I saw Glorious after Lisa Frankenstein because Lisa Frankenstein was a really good movie. Had a couple of problems, but it was a good movie. But it's directed by Zelda Williams, who is the daughter of Robin Williams. A very strong directorial debut. Also, it was written by Diablo Cody, who wrote Jennifer's Body and some other movies that I haven't seen yet, like Juno. And yeah, so yeah, great stuff. for some reason that movie only had 54% from critics, and it's like, why critics? Why are you so wrong about this movie? God damn it! What is wrong with you? And it's just baffling to me that something like Glorious gets 86%, but Lisa Frankenstein gets 54. Like, come on. Okay, so I think I've rambled enough about now. I think everyone who is keen for this stream would be here by now, so let's just get right into it then. We'll move on to the next page. Jade is about to open some fresh jams. Let's do this. Okay, you open the Fresh Jams media player and add Dave's remix to the playlist. So is something going to appear here, or is it loading? There it is. Okay. Jade, open Echidna and go to mspaintadventures.com. That way we can read Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, probably. Okay. What? No way. This can't be. Hang on. Wait a second. I'm curious to know if Jasmine, because I remember yesterday Jasmine said I was coming up to something that she was really looking forward to. Me coming up to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just remember that Jasmine was saying that I'm coming up to something that they were excited for me to get into. Right now, it looks like Jade is reading Homestuck. What the hell? What the hell? I could be wrong, but that's what it's looking like. What the heck? Sorry, that's my coffee machine going off. You won't hear it again. It's that's the last. I'm only having one coffee a day, and only on the weekends now, because that's sensible. It's almost done. Okay. What does GT mean? What does GT mean? I don't know who GT is. Okay. Buckle vacantly at these shenanigans. It begins to dawn on you that everything you just did may have been a colossal waste of time. Okay, this actually makes sense. Okay, so it actually probably does make sense that Jade does read Homestuck, and that's how she knows the future. That's how she. So this is how she knows what's going to happen. Okay. Amazing. It begins to dawn on you that everything. Cause I'm trying to remember what my theories were before. Cause I was like, oh yeah, she might be like a psychic or a time traveler, and I was like thinking about, the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, where everyone is all those things. Oh my god. Okay, so it begins. What? Oh my god. Okay. End intermission. You open your web browser and visit MS Paint Adventures. Oh. You navigate to a random page in the middle of the latest epic. Oh my god. End mission. Okay. Looks like he was just finishing up some sort of weird tangential intermission here. Whatever it was, it clearly advanced the plot in no relevant way whatsoever. Oh my god, this is insane. I love this. Oh my god, I mean, I had heard people say that Homestuck is meta, but but I didn't know what that meant. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, like, meta is, like, I'm trying to think of something meta that I saw recently. I guess, like, Across the Spider-Verse specifically was kind of meta, where they're, like, talking about, like, oh, yeah, canon events, like, stuff like that. But, I don't know, like, what else is something else that's meta? I guess, like, I'm trying to think. Oh man, what's the last thing that I'm trying? Let me find. Let me look up something that's meta. Just a second. I guess, like, okay, it's not explicitly meta. It's more like the subtext. Hang on. GDI. I fell asleep after my little 6 p.m. reminder. Oh well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear. I don't know what you've missed out on, Jasmine. But let me just check the screen chat first. That way I am making sure that I'm reading everyone, because for some reason yesterday's YouTube. Oh, there you. Hi. Do not open. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, but your chat is not showing up on the YouTube chat for some reason. You're showing up on the screen, but you're still not showing. Okay, I don't know why that is. God damn it. Okay, let me read what you're saying. Hello there. Hi. It's so good to see you again. I don't. There must be something wrong with YouTube. Let's see. Hey, let's see. Hey there. I'm on Twitch. Oh, you're on the Twitch chat. Gotcha. Oh yes, I see you on the Twitch chat. Yes, okay. Your chats are showing up on the Twitch chat. You're just not on the YouTube chat. Okay, it's all good then. It's all good. Let's see. Just let me see there. Hey, I'm here on the Twitch chat. It's just music though, so you don't have to go back to it. Yeah, true. It's an interactive page. Which one was an interactive page? Are you talking about this page? Let's see. It was a technical problem and you were only doing what made sense. Yeah, all good. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I think I've caught up on everything that you've said. I'd appreciate having someone over on Twitch, so thanks for that. Let's see, and what's your saying there, Jasmine? Because I had to work today. Well, do not. Yes, he has returned. He's just going to be on Twitch. They're going to be on Twitch from now on. So, because for some reason YouTube won't show their messages. I don't know why that is. Luckily the other thing was working. So if someone else is not being shown on the YouTube chat, they'll at least show up on the screen. So that's something at least. I saw when they were that was they're on Twitch, so that's all good. Let's see. But since it's literally just music, you don't need to go back to it. Yeah, okay. All good. Okay. Oh, so there actually was music here, but I couldn't hear it before. Oh, okay, let's listen to this. Oh, yeah, this is nice. It's all part of the experience. Thanks for telling me that. This is why I need Homestuck fans to guide me through this stuff. let's. Did I read? Looks like he was just finishing up on some sort of weird tangential intermission here. Whatever it was, it clearly advanced the plot in no relevant way whatsoever. All right, let's end the intermission. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is so bizarre. Oh yeah. So what I was saying about meta, I think the last thing that was, it wasn't explicitly meta, but it was a movie called Dream Scenario, which was about a character who, he's just a random dude, but he becomes famous because literally everyone in the world has a dream about him, and he becomes recognizable for the fact that he is, for the fact that just everyone sees him in his dream. But he never does anything in the dream. He's just there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And but the thing is, he's being played by Nick Cage, and Nick Cage, like at one point, like there was a video of that was a compilation of Nick Cage's, honestly, some of his best acting moments, to be honest. But because it was out of context, and because it was called Nicolas Cage losing his shit, and I've seen Nick Cage do it in an interview talking about this. He is aware of that video, and he said that the reason he had to do the movie Dream Scenario was because it was too close to home, and he said what that character goes through is what he felt he went through in how people perceived him as a person because of that video. So it was really, so yeah, that's kind of meta, but not exactly. Also, he based the character on his dad more so than anything else. Okay, anyways. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it was a cool movie. Let's see. All right, we shall continue on with Homestuck. Let's see. Midnight Crew. Okay, so Midnight Crew Act 1031. Really? It's gonna go on that long. So I'm wondering if everyone else. Oh. Something cool's happening? Something's loading. What's going on? That was very interesting. Okay, let's keep going. So, Jasmine, I'm wondering, have I gotten to the part that you were looking forward to yet? Or is there, because I remember yesterday you were saying that there was a particular part that you were like, oh, you're coming up to something that I'm looking forward to, but I just don't know if I've come up to that yet or if I should keep an eye out for it. Alright, let's keep going. You've killed a little time, but still no sign of John. Let's see, so let's go past to Dave. Not yet. Oh my god. 'Cause I'm already like, wow. Okay, let's keep going. It's like 2759. Okay, so we're still quite a few pages away. Let's go past to Dave. Okay. Hi, Dave. Hey, sup? I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. I just remembered. I learnt recently that. Well, I should have already known this because apparently this was said earlier on in the comic. But apparently, one of the ways that the pilot screwed up was okay. So apparently, the way Dave talks, and apparently I've already read this in so far, but I just forgot about it. Dave is like a cool dude, but the way he talks is very monotone. And in the pilot, he's very much not, he does not speak monotone at all, and everyone had a problem with that. Well, not everyone had a problem with it, but enough people had a problem about that I was able to find out about it. So, uh, yeah, I'm trying to think like the coolest person I can think of in terms of like cartoon characters, a cool character who has a monotone voice. I'm thinking of the character Trent from the TV show Daria. So that character might be a bit too old as a reference for the character Dave, but yeah, I think that could have worked. He could have been like a cool dude who says ridiculous. Oh, actually no. Probably Moist Critical is probably a slightly better because even when you go back to when to his early videos, like when he was young, like Moist Critical has more or less always talked the same way. He says these ridiculous things, but he says things so like monotone. So that probably would have been like, though he's also got like a bit of a dreariness, almost like a. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's not a dreariness. It's kind of like a. I'm not sure that might, but like yeah, it's like one tone. It's yeah. Anyways, it's there had to have been a way to get across this character's coolness while keeping him monotone. That could have worked. So let's see. Like if you went back to the pilot, this is Jasmine saying this. If you went back to the pilot after finishing this act or something, or even after the stream, you'll get it now. I'll get it now. I can't explain it either, so I think. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So are you saying that if I rewatch the pilot, there'll be things that I'll be picking up on? Oh yeah, that's another thing. Once ag- no, I already said this yesterday. I remember I said this in yesterday's stream. That yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's see. Let me. Oh yes. Mixo Liddy is. Yeah, I guess Daria is kind of cool too in her own way. This is Mixo Liddy on Twitch saying this. Yeah, and you suggest rewatching the pilot as well. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I may as well. I guess like I could rewatch the pilot. I've rewatched the pilot a lot actually. Yeah, I've been rewatching the pilot and I notice something different pretty much every time I watch it. Yeah, this morning I saw a. I didn't. I'm trying not to watch any. I don't want to watch any more videos. I'm making a point not to watch any videos that keep complaining about the Vivzy Pop influence on the show, but yeah, it has problems. But I feel like people need to critique the problems and not blame specific. Like I wish people would be mature when they do their critiques. Like, hey, here's my critique of this, rather than here's why Vivzy Pop sucks. Like you can if you want to do your Vivzy Pop sucks thing, you can do that. Like you can just do that. No, and you could just do that without necessarily being like I don't know. I think there's got to be like a different way of going about these things. You know. Um, uh, like I keep saying Disney sucks, but yeah, I just don't understand. But that's I don't know. I'm just saying like Andrew Hussey. He wrote the thing, and but also Sky Henwood is the director of the pilot. So you know that's all I'm gonna say about that. Vivian, all she did was enable its existence. That's all. Okay. I think you'll see what watchers mean about Dave's characterization being off. I see his characterization being off. Yeah, especially because now he finally emotes, gets angry, etc. It means less in the pilot. I don't know how they'll manage it. So I got the impression my impression of Dave is that he acts cool around John specifically, but I've noticed that when he talks to like Rose and I think also Garden Gnostic, he keeps he still tries to put on an act, but he also kind of says like he'll sort of confide in Rose like, oh no, I think John might be right about my brother being a dickhead. Um, and to me, like that comes across as like he's got some insecurities. Yeah, I think he's got some secret insecurities, and I'm still. It the parents are very vague, but my impression of the brother is that he might be a little bit of a bully. Like I kind of think that the brother probably knows that the puppets make his brother uncomfortable, but they're so like irony poisoned that they need to like escape the irony, the matrix of irony that they've all trapped themselves in. Yeah. So yeah, I suggest not rewatching it. Uh, so you don't suggest rewatching. So you're saying I shouldn't rewatch the pilot. I'm curious to know why you don't want me to rewatch the pilot. Yeah, let me know why that is. Anyways, I'll keep going. I'll stop yapping. Okay. Hi, Dave. Hey, sup? Not. Hang on. Not much. Sup with you, bro? Heh. Haha. Good one. So alright. Being chill, I guess. You know how it goes. Great. Feeling cool today, Mr. Cool Guy. And then I'm imagining her poking him in the side with her fingertips, like. uh, oh man, you know it. So cool. Shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas. I am telling you. Smiley face. So, have you talked to John today? Yeah. Uh, yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Sylladex. Can you believe he uses stack? That kid is ridiculous. Lol. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun. What 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 was it you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot. I forgot whenever we talk about your goofy moduses, or modi is the correct term. Yeah, I know stuff I can spell. I get a migraine. What do you want with John? Smiley face. I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package. Oh yeah. I was being sort of cagey and told him to check the mail because I was wondering if mine came yet. I think it's actually kind of nice that these kids are like long distance friends. I don't think any of them would have seen each other in real life. I think they've all just met online somehow, and I just think it's really sweet that they're like, yeah, let's like send each other birthday presents. That's cute. Because I was wondering if I think it did. Yeah. I think mine came too. So I guess you want to know if he likes it or something? No, he will not open it. He will lose it. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, I guess. I think I've read this before. Yeah, I think we've read this, but that was back during uh, Dave's perspectives at from way back ago. This is really well thought out. No, it's good actually because he will find it again later when he really needs it, which of course is why I sent it in the first place. See, like I never get how you know these things. I don't know. I just know that I know. Hmm. All right. Anyway, I have to go. I have to feedback. Wait, hang on. Wait, sorry, I forgot which character I was voicing just then. It's like, all right. Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking. Man, I'm trying to remember. Is Beck a wolf? Have we seen Beck yet? Beck's a wolf, right? It's gotta be. I'll check the chat in a moment. Man, if I were you, I would just take that fucking devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off. I don't think I don't think I could if I tried. Yeah, say hi to your granddad for me too, okay? It's like she's like, what? Yes, yes, I get. Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It usually is intense. Well, yeah. Isn't it always with family? But he sounds like a total badass. Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, gotta go. See ya. Hot. Cool. All right, Dave. Oh, so we're gonna go to Dave's perspective now. Okay, so let me just quickly check the chat, see what everyone's saying. Let's see. Oh, we haven't seen Beck yet. Do not open says. All right, that's good to know. Okay. Uh, okay, the pilot has spoilers that you'll only notice are spoilers after reading to certain points. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I don't. Let me think about that. Okay. It's only spoilers. I mean, I don't know. I guess. I guess so. I'm trying to. I mean, I've seen an anime called Monster, and the it has and it's got an opening full of like random junk. Like all the scenes in the opening of Monster is just completely random. It's out of context, but it's full of spoilers. But because there's no context, you don't know that what you're looking at are massive spoilers. But the more you watch the show, the more you realize like, oh, that's what that thing in the opening is a meaning to. And it's actually good and it's actually kind of helpful that that opening never changes for its like 70 episode run, because it's a good reminder of, oh right, yes, it's good to like you remind yourself that that's that about that thing and what its significance is. I really want to rewatch that anime again, actually. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about. Uh, but on the other hand, do not open is backing you up. So yeah, I guess like that's two against one. So maybe I should just go ahead with that recommendation. Let's see. The animated pilot contains those spoilers as a design decision for the show, but those design decisions were never meant to apply to the webcomic. I I don't understand. I guess maybe I'll understand the more I read, but um, yeah, maybe the more I watch, the more I'll understand. But I'm at a loss. I'll just have to take your word for it. So I'll just not watch the pilot ever again until I've finished the comic. Let me just read what Jasmine's saying. Dang, I started a message saying I understand what Mixer was saying about not recommending that you rewatch it, but it's disappeared. Oh, okay, well, there you go. Now that I think about it, you might happen to catch future spoiler stuff now. Okay, alright, so... Okay, I will quarantine... Okay, so that's 3 against 1 now. I will quarantine myself from the pilot from now on. Until you guys give me permission. You guys have to give me permission in the future to watch it again. You're going to have to make that call when the time is right. Okay, I trust you. Let's see. What else? Let's see. We had this conversation. I liked it. Dave is smoking, smiling a little during the conversation. We haven't seen Beck yet. Okay. Has Beck been foreshadowed? Because Dave's saying that Beck is some sort of devil beast. It could. I mean, obviously, if it's a spoiler, don't answer this question. But I'm just wondering if Beck is a wolf. Is the wolf icon? I'm not sure. Let's see. Reminds me of Mob Psycho. I mean, I changed my mind after reading their comments, so I'm happy with them. Alright, cool. So we're all on the same page. No more pilots. I might try to recall what I remember from the pilot every now and then, but yeah, other than that, let's see. Let's move on to Dave's perspective. Strife. If I recall, Strife is his last name, Dave Strife, but I also... I looked up some of the character wikis. Apparently his middle name is Elizabeth, which is cute. Sorry, apparently you can't hear me when this particular song is playing. It is pretty loud as hell. Let's see, let me just check my microphone's at full volume, so I guess that's all I can do. Let's see. We've got a new person in the Twitch chat. Yesterday I mentioned that the volume is way higher than his voice, and same when he returned to Fresh Jams. Okay, sorry about that. I wish there was a way I could... There's no... Oh, there you go. So there it does have... This is an okay volume. Is that you? Is that you, Jasmine? There it is. Yeah, that's right. The desktop audio is okay, that makes sense. Sorry, yeah, I don't know why I had my desktop audio so loud. Is that better? Perfect. Okay, good. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the advice. I think I think the reason my desktop audio is so loud is because I'm wondering how I should, because I watch movies on Twitch during my afternoons, so yeah, I'm not sure if that's the best approach, having the desktop audio so loud now. Okay, this works. Yep, that's good now. Cool. So I'm guessing this particular sequence just does not end. Should I just move on then? Although the next animation will be louder than this because you have the animation set to low volume and it won't stay like that for the next one. So should I just like turn it? Should I turn? So the music's going to be louder for the next one. Whenever you see the play music, it means it's over and can. Oh, okay. Rose is online. Okay. Let's see. Begin pestering. I require a font. Begin. I'm just going to look at this as an illustration. I'm not going to read anything. It's all good. Okay, let's go pester Jade. Let's go pester Rose, because we're Jade. We are Jade, and we are going to pester Rose now. Okay. I require a font of, this is, her alias is Tentacle Therapist. That's right, Tentacle Therapist. Okay, so we're finally getting some dialogue between these two girls. That's going to be nice. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I was just thinking about aliases because this morning I found out that what's his name, Ryan Gosling, was in some sort of goth band at one point called something. I think they were called Dead Bones, and his alias at the time was Baby Goose. His name was Baby Goose, and I just thought that was very cute. All right. I require a font of frightening. Sorry, let me try to come up with a Rose voice. I require a font of frighteningly accurate yet infuriatingly non-specific information. Do you know where I can find a wellspring of this sort? Haha, yes, okay. But we can't talk for long. Yeah, you have plans? I'm trying to... Let's see. Well, yes, I do, but it's just that you will lose your internet connection soon. I like how that's yeah. So Cyanokita 7. Are you? I'm just curious. Are you Jasmine from the YouTube? Is that who you are? I'm just wanted to. I just want to check that you're someone that I just wanted to confirm that I just need that because it's a different username. Yeah, you can just say Jazz. Yeah, no, sorry, I just wanted to confirm. It's all good. It's just kind of a dumb username. Oh yeah, that's all. Yeah, I just wanted to confirm that. Yeah, so I'll just call you Cyan, and I'll call everyone Mixo, and do not. Yeah, so do not. So anyways, I'll continue. Well, yes, I do. It's just you'll lose your internet connection soon, and we won't talk again for a pretty long time. Not until you enter. Enter? Yeah. This is what I was talking about. This was the itch that needed scratching. I feel like it wasn't too long ago that I learnt what the word avarice meant, but I'm going to have to look it up again because I forgot what it meant. Let's see, avarice. Okay. Extreme greed for wealth and material gain. I don't think that she's obviously being ironic because I know that she's from old money. That's my impression of her, is that she's from an old money family, but she's very much like, I don't know. She kind of comes across as what's her name, Octavia from Hell of a Boss. She's kind of like that sort of character where it's like she's kind of an anarchist deep down. She'll call out bullshit, but she's this one's obviously a lot more irony pilled. Let's see. Let's see. My avarice for the inscrutable. It is limitless. Lol. Lol. What did you want to know? You've been insisting today was the big day. We would all play a game you didn't know the name of, a game you said I'd get in the mail and did, one that would help me answer some questions, but Strider is being obtuse. I'm assuming she calls Dave Strider. But Strider is being obtuse. I can't catch John at his computer. You don't even have the game yourself. And on top of all of that, my internet is unstable. So are you sure today is the day? Let's see. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat for a minute. Cinnamon for greed. Cinnamon. Sorry, I said cinnamon. Let's see. My greed for the inscrutable. Yeah. There sure are a lot of challenges, but yes, I am sure. Dave is cool. He will come around when the time is right. He just has a lot of work to do first, and so do you. You'll need to keep searching for a stable signal and power source. It will be hard, but don't give up. And don't worry about me either. Focus on playing with John Thirst. It all starts with you two. Is there nothing else you can say to prepare me for this? I'm sure you think little of the blithely upsetting dark forces with Grandpa Moray over there on Hell Murder Island. But honestly, I've only read a few books on it. It's hard to tell if she's like being ironic or if there's actually something to that the island that Jade lives on has like some sort of dark Charlie and the Chocolate Factory secret going on. Haha, dark? That's ridiculous. I don't really know what to tell you other than it's not going to be what you think it is. And most importantly, you will have to have your questions answered. But hey, but they will never be the ones you haven't thought to ask yet. But they'll be the ones you haven't thought to ask yet. Just be patient and be brave, and you'll see. It will be fun. Uh-oh. Looks like you've got to go. Take care, Rose. Tentacle therapist has ceased pestering garden gnostic. Be the other girl. Be the other girl? Okay. What does that mean? Okay, so Jade is being Rose right now. I'm sometimes confused when this comic does the whole like, you're this character, but now you're gonna be this other character now. What does that mean? Let's see. Oh yeah, strife is conflict or fight. Not his last name, which is Strider. Okay. So strife is. Oh, okay. So strife. Oh yeah, actually, I think I did see that. The fight animations are called strife animations. Let's see. It's just a funny way of switching to the perspective. Okay, so there's nothing more to it than just this is how we transition from one character to another character. Got it. Okay. You are now the other girl. Several hours in the future, it appears a secret passage in the mausoleum has been opened. It's getting awfully toasty in here. You gather up your belongings, including your dead cat. Poor cat. Just cremate your pets. I just can't understand, like, holding on to their dead bodies. Alright, descend. I suppose it was the mum's fault. But still, she should. There's a fire outside. I'm just saying, throw. The cat's already dead. Just throw the cat in the fire. Alright, descend. It'll. Oh, that's right. I forgot that the floor opened during that whole like sequence. And this whole ladder thing sort of reminds me of how the thing that the wandering vagabond is in. Okay, this is really cool. The green glow. Stop being the other girl and pester John. Yeah, okay, let's do that. You've spent enough time for now. Actually, mind if I ask you, Chet? Could you tell me? Is it what I'm reading now? Because I know that I think it was Jasmine was telling me that that the early part of Homestuck was, you know, like obviously it was Andrew Hussey writing the comic, but the readership were participating in like the prompts of the story, and I just want to know, like, we're in Act 3 now. I'm just wondering, does Act 3 still involve that audience participation in prompting things? So yeah, if you could just let me know that, I'd be very, very curious about that. You've spent enough time for now concerning yourself with the future of your friends. John will not be available until later. By then, he will have his hands full, as will you. Okay. Okay, I think it was, yes, these page titles, commands, prompts were submitted by readers. Okay. All right, cool. So that's okay, so this is, yeah, because the whole stop being this girl and start being the other girl, that kind of read as like a readership involvement. So yeah, I thought that was the case. You pack up your lunch top, dear, and get ready to take care of some business downstairs. All right, descend. Oh, so they're all descending. Okay. Oh. Try as you might, you can't stop your mind from drifting to the fate of your friends. You dwell on a particular configuration of reminders on your finger. Let's just play it. What? Strife. It's getting faster. It's getting so fast you can see green. And it's being featured with a racist book. Oh no, his grandma saved him. Now his grandma's healed him. Okay. I'm not surprised at this. Can you guys hear me well while I'm talking over this, or is it just too loud? I could hardly hear myself thinking for a minute. I think it's just started again, actually. It just looped, right? Yeah, I think it just looped. Let's see. It's a bit loud, definitely better than before. Okay. Well, I guess I could turn the desktop audio down a little bit, just because it doesn't seem to stay to the volume that I set on the thing before. So I'll just turn it down to here. If it's too low, just let me know and I'll do something. It doesn't help that I don't talk particularly loud. I just don't talk very loudly, unfortunately, which is a bit of a nightmare for because I work in the healthcare sector, so some of my clients are deaf, and communication, me being able to communicate with them is a nightmare for them, and it's also a nightmare for me because I have to force myself to be something that does not come naturally to me. So yeah, that's why that is. Okay. That whole these strife animations, they it doesn't surprise me that Homestuck has a lot of fan made games, because I almost feel like this could. It's interesting that this is a comic, online book, media property, because it easily could have been a game, but at the same time, the fact that they're all reading comics on MS Paint Adventures, like, it almost has to be an MS Paint Adventure comic itself. Otherwise, the meta is gone. And I get the impression that you guys are being tight-lipped about how Jade knows the future, because to me it looked like Jade knows the future because she's reading Homestuck, literally. But it doesn't seem like the other characters know about Homestuck. They don't seem to know that there's a comic about them that we're all reading. Yeah. Okay, let's go into the future. But years, not hours. Okay, also in the future, but years, not hours. Under bare white branches, a century awakens. That looks like a worm coming out of an apple, but it's all mechanical, and he looks confused. Okay, let's see where this hyperlink goes. Okay, so it's one of these like separate side comics. Okay, all right. MS Paint Adventures. Let's see. So he's outside. No, that's not the wandering vagabond. That's like some sort of cabbage salesman, right? But he's selling mailboxes, and he's just come up to this, and he's like, "What the hell are you?" Oh, and the worm wants to eat his cabbages. Numb. He's pissed. He's gonna kill it, but we're not gonna see it. My cabbages. Wait, why did I go back? I don't know what the heck. Oh, right. So, anyways. Okay. Is anyone actually reading any of this? Okay, so this is Rose, like, telling everyone her stuff. But, like, I was complaining about the way she was writing her walkthroughs, because it was just like, why does it have to be so fucking dense? Like, I get pissed off when when I'm looking for walkthroughs of games, I'm like, I'm not gonna read what you're saying unless you get to the fucking point. God damn it. If you're not getting to the point, I'm not gonna read it. Like, just because you wrote it as densely as possible, that doesn't make you smart. It probably does make you smart, but it doesn't make you helpful. It's and I was just like, Rose, why are you writing like this? Like, write your, like please just dot point, dot point, dot point. That's how you should do a walkthrough. God damn it. Yeah, so, but the thing is, like, the way she writes her, the way she writes her walkthroughs is probably how, like, a 13-year-old who wants to sound smart probably would write it, so it was accurate. Yes, anyways, is anyone actually reading any of this? This is Rose's perspective, right? I just want to make sure of that. I'm pretty sure this is Rose. Yeah, it has to be Rose, right? Is anyone actually reading any of this, or are they all dead? I don't know if anyone besides us is even alive and playing the game, or if anyone even really cares what we have to say. Oh wait, no, so this isn't Rose, because it's someone who knows Rose. Which character is this? Let's see, there's Tentacle Therapist, Winnie the Poop 2, Sanctuary Remix. If I had to guess, I can't. Okay, let me see. You'll probably figure it out as you read. Yeah, okay. Rose said I should add some stuff to this frequently asked questions if anything occurred to me, so I guess I'm doing that. I figure at the very least it will be a good reference for just us to use, but Dave probably won't read any of this because he's sort of this whopping stupid horse butt, whatever. Okay, this has to be John, right? Because I don't think Garden Gnostic would refer to Dave as a whopping stupid horse butt. I think that's just, I feel like that reads as John to me. So, yeah. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. I finally figured out what those weird. Okay, I finally figured out what those weird codes on the back of capture log cards are for. Well, maybe not. Well, maybe not what they're always for, but a way that Spurb has exploited them for an in-game purpose. See, I feel like this reads a bit better than how Rose was writing things, but yeah, still. Okay. Every captured item, stamps the card with a unique code, and a gizmo in the Spurb called the Punch Designix will punch a unique pattern of holes in a card which is derived from that code. The punched card can then be used with other gizmos to duplicate the item and or combine it with another item. I got to thinking about this, and with my amazing hacker skills, I noticed a trend. The whole pattern is based on a fairly simple cipher. Converting the capture code to binary, and then the binary pattern is punched, where 1 is a punched hole and 0 is an unpunched slot. So here's the table just to be clear. Nonsense. Okay. There are a couple of oddball characters, exclamation point and question mark at the end to bring it up to 63. 0 through 63 equals 64 total. Does it? Okay. i.e. 6 bits, because the binary representation of the capture code chars are 6 bits each, which have a range of 0 to 63. Okay, so for instance, the capture code for the hammer is this. Look up the index for end first, which is 49. The binary of 49 is this. Keep doing that for all the chars and you get this. Okay, that's the pattern that will be punched on the card. But the bits are arranged top to bottom, left to right in 4 columns like this. Or punched a card like this. Punched on a card like this. Okay. So it's kind of fun. So I feel like at this point, I think like because at the beginning, it was said that John likes to do what do you call it? He likes to do coding, but he's not very good at it. But I think like he's just good enough where he's like becoming a little bit more reliable, maybe because it's coming in handy now. So we'll see. Like he might be improvising or something, or he's going by some sort of instinct. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that pretty much looks like shit, but you get the idea. So to combine 2 items, you just overlap 2 punched cards Only the places where bottom cards have a hole will slow through. Oh, sorry, I should have written this down. I remember. Sorry, I remember you saying. Sorry, I was just thinking about Jasmine. You were saying. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So. Okay, so it was because there. Let me just write this down so I don't forget. Because you were saying that you were looking forward to me coming up to the page 2759. So I just wanted to write that down because we're still quite a few pages away from that. I promise we will be covering that at some point during this stream. We'll get to that part eventually. So let's keep going. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, so this part. Sorry, reading this part is really boring. All right. Okay. All right. Where was I? God damn it. New pattern. For instance, combining the code hammer and a pogo ride gives a new code with less. Sorry. Okay. This gives a new code with less holes, obviously, which translates to this. That whole pattern went on to make the pogo hammer, which is also rad. You have no idea. I've also wondered if you can combine items in other ways, like a bitwise, or that means combining the cards to get more holes, not less, i.e. the new pattern has a hole for every hole on either card, which this pattern could be accomplished by double punching a card. Like 2 codes, 1 card. I've got to try that sometime. But there are some mysterious things about all this. First of all, with all the hole slots, there are 48 bits in total, which means there are almost 300 trillion possible codes. I'm wondering if I don't do coding. I've never have. I think at one point I had an option to do a free class on that one time. Maybe I could still look for that if it's available, but man, okay, goddamn. Yeah, so sorry, my brain is just completely blanking out right now. Okay, sorry, let me just look at the chat for a moment. Cool. Looking forward. I think we're decently close depending on page density. Yeah, so apparently what I recall the page being was 2759. So we're not too far away, but yeah. Won't let you escape the stream without it. Well, I hope it'd be easier on you than Rose's guide. Yeah, it's still kind of dense is the problem. Yeah. Man. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that I'm wondering if this would probably be easier for somebody to read if they already are a coder, because it could even be hilarious for coders possibly, and I just don't even know. Because Andrew Hussey, from what I understand, his actual day job is coding. That's his day job. Whereas, what's the other? And I'm also thinking about how, like, in the TV show The Simpsons, the people who wrote The Simpsons, not all of them, like a lot of them went to Harvard, those writers, but some of them were actual, like, qualified mathematicians, the writers, and so there's actually a lot of hidden math jokes. Not even some of them aren't hidden. Like some of them are hidden, but like But there's a lot of like math jokes throughout The Simpsons that to me just went completely over my head until it was explained to me. And you know, so the one math joke that I'm thinking of though is actually a reference to the movie The Wizard of Oz. But anyways, we won't get into that. I thought you were going to say easy to have read to you for a second. No, it definitely wouldn't be. I mean, it'd be easy to listen to somebody, but like, I wouldn't necessarily be like absorbing what they're saying because I can barely absorb it as I'm reading it. They did get their major in computer science. Yeah, okay, cool. So, gotcha. So he's a computer scientist. That's Andrew you're talking about. Okay. Let's see. Where the fuck was I? God damn it. So mysterious stuff. 3 trillion sounds huge. And 3 trillion sounds huge, but when you consider it is supposed to account for all conceivable items, including all the wacky combinations of stuff, it suddenly doesn't seem that big. I like this. Let's see. This leads me to believe that not every combination of item has a viable duplicate. But this is kind of obvious anyway, since there are many combinations of punch cards that will produce either a blank card with and or a totally punched card with or. Okay, so there are lots of dud combinations out there, and many will just really you mean to tell me that not every combination works exactly the way you want it? Anyways, I'll stop being an ass. All right, so and many that will just lead to the same pattern. Like, for instance, a gun and an atom bomb could make some sort of ultimate death ray. But for that matter, a shoehorn and a potted plant could lead to the exact same pattern. So weird. Also, it seems like combined items will also have patterns with either much fewer holes or much more holes than more ordinary items, which will occupy the vast, meaty middle of all possible patterns. It is strange and counterintuitive that more complex objectives have simpler patterns, but hey, there you have it. But all this sort of makes me guess this system can be cracked in some way. Yeah, everything can be cracked, okay. Like, if you have a complicated item and you want to extract simpler components from it, there might be some sort of algorithm for delivering the pattern for the pattern you want, or at least narrowing down the possibilities. There might also be ways of charting through the simpler patterns on both ends of the bit spectrum and pinning down the ones that will make cooler stuff. Who knows? I want to ask Jade about this because she's really good at this sort of thing somehow, even though she doesn't have my leet hacksaw cred. Too bad she makes herself so scarce all the time. Jade, if you ever read this, let me know what you think. Alright, punch card calculator. Let's have a look at this. Heh. The game, FAQs, and some conversations I'm thinking of make me wish you had a reading partner, even if it was one of us temporarily. I'm sorry. Let's see. Sorry, no input. Okay, what the heck is this? Do I write stuff? Nope. Do I put something in here? Select all. Do I paste something? Homestuck wants to see text and images occupied to the clipboard. Is this necessary? Should I... what do you want me to do here? The middle boxes are not important. Okay. So do I click on something here? What do I do? Okay, so I should probably look at this again. It's just showing you have the code for each card. It's just showing that I have a code for each card. Okay. Okay, so this changes over here depending on what I punch in. And it's literally some sort of like capture code. Or vice versa. So there's nothing I have to do. So there's no like, this isn't like supposed to be a puzzle that I'm supposed to figure out or something. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so let's. Well, I'm glad this part is over. By Gankra. Who's Gankra? Okay. Okay, cool. So this person is an artist from the looks of it. Cool. Pay your compliers. Rustonomicon. Okay, so they write books as well. Master's thesis. You can't spell trust without rust. Interesting. So they've got a thing for rust. Fault lore. I'm gonna keep this open because I'd like to check out what this person has. Okay. She made a lot of the interactive parts of Homestuck. Okay, cool. All right, so this was so this wasn't all just Andrew Hussey. This was very much collaborative. It's interesting finding out so that you've got the readers involved in the prompts of the early part of the story. You've got Toby Fox doing some of the music, and now you've got and Fault Lore or Genkra is does some of the animations or something, or some of the art at least. Is it art or animation that she does? And what part? And so she would have done. So she did this part. Okay, cool. All right, let's. Dang, back then I didn't pay any attention. I don't even know if I opened the link. Okay, there you go. All right, let's keep going. SN, what's SN standing for? Okay, so we've got the weave here, but we also have the atom, this nuclear symbol that Jade wears. Okay. Oh, so she made that segment. Okay, cool. All right. I wonder how those two met then. How they networked with each other to begin with. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so this is Rose. She's entering this mysterious lab. All right, everything's green. You enter the laboratory. Okay. Look for mad scientists. Okay. Oh god, there's money everywhere. Quick, steal all the money. I know it's not actually money. It's a computer, but it looks like money. It looks like sparkling money. Okay. This looks like shorthand for how cartoon money looks like. There are no scientists to be found, mad or otherwise, or anyone for that matter. The lab appears to be deserted. There is a kiosk though. Okay, go get some food. We've got to have our priorities. Okay. Oh my god, oh my god, it looks like the chessboards. It's all connecting. All right. Holy crap. Everything's becoming so intricate. Yeah, I understand now because I've said this a few streams ago, but back in the day, my friend recommended me to watch Gravity Falls. This is actually another reason why I should try again to. I don't want to I don't want to like make somebody engage with the media if it's going to be a chore for them. But so my well-read friend, he recommended the one who I failed to convince to read, because when I described Homestuck to him, he was like, that doesn't sound like something I want to read. And I was like, okay. But he recommended me to watch Gravity Falls like almost whenever Gravity Falls was on. And I was watching, and he said that he really liked it because its story was very intricate, and there's a lot of stuff in Gravity Falls that's very curious. And when I finished Gravity Falls, I had like whenever there's something I really like and there's like a void, there's like a void that it leaves when it's all over. Like I still haven't seen a particular Star Wars show to the end because I am afraid of it ending, because I know once it's over, it's over. And like I could watch more Star Wars, like there's so much Star Wars to watch that I haven't seen, but like this particular storyline that I'm invested in, like is unique to that storyline. Like it's not going to be this. I won't be able to necessarily find that exact same experience in the rest of the franchise. So when I finished Gravity Falls, I had this void, and I was like, okay, I need to fill. I need to find something to substitute the lack of Gravity Falls in my life. And so I was looking around, and somebody recommended Stranger Things, but the thing was, at the time, Stranger Things was still like, I think there was only like a season. It was only like a couple of seasons at the time, and there was this one episode of Stranger Things that put me off, and like I just wanted something that was like a cartoon. And eventually, this led me to getting into Steven Universe. That was kind of like that was part of the reason I got into Steven Universe. Granted, I got into Steven Universe because this girl I knew, who was also really into Homestuck, she highly advocated for Steven Universe, and we had like online conversations about Steven Universe a lot. But yeah, people would recommend Homestuck. There was at least two instances that I remember where people were like, "Hey, if you like Gravity Falls, you might like Homestuck." But at the time, I was like, Homestuck was incomprehensible to me as something to get into. But yeah, I'm starting to see like the appeal of Homestuck to someone who might like Gravity Falls, basically. Let's see. Uh, I like Gravity Falls, though I like most things. I'll test you on that. Oh, I think I watched the first 3 episodes of Steven Universe. Steven Universe Season 1 is so amazing. I think most of Steven Universe is amazing, but that's my opinion. Yeah, that's my. There's going to be a new what do you call it? A spin-off of Steven Universe coming out called Lars of the Stars. So I'm really looking forward to that. Anyways, it looks like the kiosk. Let's keep reading this because we're just 9 pages away from the page that Jasmine is looking forward to. Hang on, I finished Steven Universe in time for the Change Your Mind arc onward. I don't know what that means. Okay. Also, in the same vein, I recommend Over the Garden Wall. I've seen Over the Garden Wall. It's really good. I really liked that show. That was a great show. Also, I only just realized sometime this year, I found out Elijah Wood is the voice actor, like the older brother in that show. So that was cool. But yeah, I guess like the problem was like, yeah, so I probably did watch Over the Garden Wall for that like Gravity Falls void. By the way, I don't have the Gravity Falls void anymore. I think like Steven Universe was really good for Yeah, I love Adventure Time. Yeah, Adventure Time is one of my favorite TV shows, honestly. The yeah, so yeah, what was it? What was I saying? I think Steven Universe was kind of perfect. Was kind of like the perfect way to fill in my Gravity Falls void because it was such a long show. It was a really long show, and it so when Steven Universe ended, apparently it was canceled. I wouldn't have known that unless I was told, but like Steven Universe, it was when it ended because it had gone on for so long, and I had actually I hadn't been watching it as it was airing necessarily. Most of it I hadn't seen while it was airing. I was like marathoning and I was like catching up to the rest of the season. So when I finished it, it felt like um, I had like I'd had like a really good amount of it. Like I think it was over 100 episodes. So I didn't feel like ripped off or anything. Whereas Gravity Falls, it's only 2 seasons, and I would have liked more of that. So yeah, but the earlier parts more than make up for it. Let's see, hang on. Both Steven Universe and Adventure Time fell off at the end for me. Well, okay. I mean, I personally, I guess I don't really relate to that, but like, uh, to that, and I don't know. I guess like to me, they're not perfect, but to me, like they're close to perfect. That was my opinion. I'm also concerned about. Uh, I guess I'm a little bit concerned about Steven Universe because, like, I would have liked it if Rebecca Sugar could have just like had more time, yeah, had the right amount of time to with the show that she would have that they would have liked to have had. Uh, as for Steven Universe, I think 10 seasons that was a good amount for that show to have. And let's see, that was a good amount. And I remember it's not over yet, of course. There's still a movie to come out, and there's a whole bunch of spin-offs that I need to go and watch at some point. The well oh, by the way, for anyone who does like Adventure Time, I haven't seen the movie Nimona, but I did recently, this year, I did read the comic book that it's based on, Nimona, by N.D. Stevenson. And that one looks like it was. The art style is very Adventure Time, and it's a really good story. But the type of fantasy it does, it has more like, not to say there isn't any like scientific stuff going on in Adventure Time, but like there's a lot more. It's more like tech fantasy, It's got like the technology in that show is a bit more pronounced, and but it's more like it's set in the past as opposed to the future. Okay. Uh, let's see. Unless that was a theory only. What was a theory only? Let's see. If you're looking for a brand new show that's very Gravity Fall esque, check out Stugo. I have not heard of Stugo before. I will have to look into that. It really captures that Gravity Falls feeling. Interesting, interesting. Well, I know that Gravity Falls' sense of humor sort of comes from, this is inspired by The Simpsons, but also it's like world building and its intricacies, like its plot intricacies. That's kind of inspired by like Twin Peaks, which is a great show. In fact, the character Bill Cipher originally, what's his name, Alex Hirsch, he really wanted David Lynch to voice Bill Cipher. And I would have loved it if he had voiced Bill Cipher. That would have been amazing. But for whatever reason, they couldn't get him to do it. So Alex Hirsch voiced the character himself and just did his best David Lynch impression. And I do like his David Lynch impression. It's very funny. He very much does talk. He very much talks how David Lynch talks in that when he does that character. He's like, "It's hilarious how dumb you are." That's how he talks. Rest in peace to David Lynch, of course, who passed away this year. I highly recommend his movies, especially his TV show Twin Peaks, the only TV show he made. All right, let's keep going. I should keep. That's enough of a tangent. Let's keep reading this. It looks like the kiosk monitors the lab's enormous hub grid. I thought that's, and for a minute I thought that said hug bird. Okay, Jade, transportalize as far down as you can go. Okay, so long as you're not in the dirt. Okay, so we're in the shark room. Poor animals. Yeah, she's not a bitch. You can't. So I remember she said, right, she's got this. She's got some sort of. She's got some sort of, what do you call it? She's got a hunting game gun that her grandpa gave her, but she isn't going to use it to hunt animals. So this is probably stuff her own grandpa has done. And personally, I generally will feel judgmental towards people who hang animal heads or whatever else they've got as trophies. Hanging animals up as trophies, because it's not particularly impressive that you shot an animal. Like, it's not impressive. Like, yeah, they were at a disadvantage because you had a gun. That's not at the. This is I hate this as a brag. It's just so fucking lame. Like, if you killed an animal with your bare hands, then I could understand. Yeah, okay, you probably earned the right to hang the animal's head up on your on your wall as an ornament. But if you shot it, then go fuck yourself is what I have to say. But speaking of killing animals with your bare hands, fun fact, or not so fun fact actually, I remember my science teacher, she told me, because I was a big fan of, at one point I was pretty big on the Disney movie of Tarzan at one point. And she told me that because she was just a really big Tarzan fan, she had seen one of the original silent black and white movie adaptations of Tarzan, and apparently they used a real tiger in that movie, and so there was a scene where the character was wrestling with this tiger. Now the thing was, the tiger was from a zoo, I think, and also the tiger was elderly, so he wasn't particularly, he wasn't particularly he wasn't in his prime or anything. He was just got there as a prop for the movie. Anyways, the guy who was playing Tarzan accidentally killed the tiger in the scene. So when you watch that movie, it's one take, and he actually does kill a tiger in that movie, so, which is sad. That tiger should have just died of natural causes. I feel bad for the tiger. Anyways, this is as far as you can go. The grand foyer is still a few floors down, but the transportalizer on that level is blocked by one of your grandpa's impressive big game trophies, and you just don't think he could cotton to someone moving it. Speaking of which, here are some of his trophies now. He has a million of these ghastly things. You really dislike them. Good. You should dislike these things. You're a good character, Jade. I believe in you. Proceed. Oh, red flashing lights. Let's see. Sorry, I was just doing some sound effects. You hop down a level. Granddad also likes to accumulate valiant knights from his travels. These are pretty cool, you guess? Yeah, I prefer this as a hobby. This is the collecting hobby you should do. Stop this nonsense. Stop killing animals, you psychopathic freak. Just collect all the armor that you want. That's an okay hobby to have. Let's keep going. Okay. Ugh, what the fuck is that? Oh, these are mummifications. Okay. I feel a little bit conflicted about putting people's bodies on display and like owning people's bodies. I remember one time my history teacher told me, my actual history teacher who supposedly uh, took Egyptology pretty seriously. He'd been to Egypt many times. Uh, he told me that back in the day, I guess back when they were when I don't know if they'll. I'm trying to remember if Queen Victoria was the queen back when they were excavating Egypt at the time, but apparently like rich white people would like take mummy penises and like powder them up and like snort them as like an aphrodisiac. That's what my history teacher told me, but I've tried to find a source for it to find out how true that is, but I've never found anything to back up what he said. All I remember is that my history teacher told me that. If that's true, that's really fucked up. I wouldn't want that to happen to me thousands of years later. That'd be just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't care, but still, but yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, I have no idea if that was true at all. Anyways, so yep, everything's flashing. Very, very spooky. Is this her grandpa's doing? Is her grandpa the wandering vagabond? Oh yeah, how could you forget about his stash of decrepit mummies? God, you hate these things. Just collect comic books. Buy buy normal things like armor. Ugh, the mummy room. God damn it. Okay, or just return everything back to the countries that they belong to. Okay, don't stop. All right, don't stop. Don't stop. Okay, everything's blue now. Who's this attractive celebrity? Oh, there's a couple of attractive celebrities. Look at this 80s hair. My goodness. Man, oh my god, everyone looks so attractive. Everyone with their, no one's brave enough to have hair like this anymore, which I think's a shame. No one wants to pull it off. Oh well. Okay. You would think with all the 80s nostalgia that went on not too long ago, that we're all over now. Uh, no one no one decided to bring the hair back. Oh well. Okay. At least no one in my sphere. I never saw anything. Oh, look at her. And her. All right. Okay, this is your grandfather's collection of what he refers to as his beauties. Oh my god. No lovely lady will be fit for his collection unless her portrait has spent at least 20 years bleaching in the front window of a beauty parlor, a sort of establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tombs. So these aren't like celebrities, right? They might be celebrities or they're just models. Who knows? It's a sort of establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tombs. Okay, well, you guess. You guess. I could think of something. I could think of worse things he could be owning that would. Yeah. Anyways, you guess they were sort of like your sisters while growing up. Okay. And you were always encouraged to look up to them. Uh-oh. They are all awfully pretty ladies, you suppose, but it was always hard to get as excited about them as Grandpa. Oh my God. Jade, study hard and keep your rifle at the ready. Okay, I guess that's good advice. Um, the study part anyway. When adventure summons you, I know you will rise to the task and take your rightful place among the daughters of Eclectica. Okay. That old kook sure is a bag of wind. Alright, so I think this is the first time like a parental figure has actually been quoted as like this is like the first because we haven't heard anything we haven't heard the brother say anything. We haven't heard the we haven't heard Rose's mum say anything, and we haven't heard John's dad say anything, and technically we haven't heard what the grandpa has said. But this is like the first time where Jade has like said, "Oh yeah, this is what my parental figure has said." You know, here's a direct quote. Daughters of Eclectica. I know what eclectic means, but where is Eclectica? Is that their last name? Jade Eclectica? Yeah. I mean, as much as I think that these women are pretty, it's probably like you can't just. They're all kind of similar looking white women, and so it's probably not like. It's probably not healthy to like have like a 13-year-old girl and be like, ah yes, look up to these women. Like it's kind of limiting, you know. Take the daughters of Eclectica. I mean, if daughters of Eclectica is supposed to be important, then maybe this is like a long line of. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Let me just before I complete the descent, because we're just a couple of pages away from 2759. Let me just look at the chat real quick. Okay. A room of friends. People from the turn of the 20th century were crazy. Hot dang. I'll make the cursed search. No problems. Now, okay. Orange flashes, pink flashes. With Dad and Bro, it was just notes. Yeah. Jad's last name is Harley. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. I guess we'll find out what Daughters of Eclectica are one day. Let's complete the descent. Oh my God, it's a worm. Hang on. So there was like an art. Oh, okay, so all those colored flashes, they're all supposed to be representative of our four characters. Okay. Okay. It's a monster. Oh no, it's the Wizard of Oz in the Temple of Doom. Okay. Okay. You reach the ground level. This is the stupid thing blocking the transportalizer. It is unspeakably hideous. Down the southeast hall is the grand foyer. You'll have to cross through it to leave the house. Looks like someone is pestering you, even though you thought you logged off. Answer. Look at your lunch top. Let's see. Hi again, idiot. Who's this dick? Okay. Let's see. Who the fuck is Cassino geneticist? Hi again, idiot. Oh no. So I guess today is finally the day you fuck everything up. Is there nothing I can do to change your mind? You can leave me alone. How can you even be talking to me after I blocked you and after I logged out? You don't get that I'm you don't get that I am better and smarter than you in every way forever. You don't get that because you are incredibly stupid. I get that you're a jerk and you should shut up. Goodbye, you jerk. Okay, so I'm guessing this is that guy at the end of the Homestuck pilot where he just says fuck, and then like at the very end of the there's like an after credit scene where he goes, that's it, one line, fuck, and then he gets cut off. I'm thinking that's the same character. Yeah, that's probably him. Okay. Oh, so this is the page that you were talking about. You were looking forward to this. Is this the page you meant after all this? Hang on. Barely restrained excitement and anxiety. Yeah, it's the barest crumb of something to come, and that fact makes me happy. Okay, all right. So I'm just looking at the time. I could go for another 40 minutes to 1 hour. So we'll go for at least 40 minutes, and then after that we'll find like a particular point to stop. But we'll keep going because it's interesting that a new character has who actually talks has invaded like the main four, because it's just been the four main characters now, and now this fucking dick has come in, and yeah, now we've got to like deal with it's changing everything. Everything's like it's all interesting. Let's look at that kiosk. It's incomprehensible to me. What is this? So so this is not interactive. Okay, unlock the lab. Looks like a mapping of each hub's index. It appears one of the hubs was recently unlocked. Okay, go to the center and do a goofy dance. Okay. So this is, sorry, I got confused because I thought I was still in Jade's perspective, but we're actually in Rose's perspective now. Okay. Well, they're both pretty paralleled now, like they're both going... Okay, so I remember at one point Rose was almost consumed by a fire at one point. But she's going down. And she lives near some sort of laboratory, but she's discovered that the laboratory connects to her cat's grave, and so now she's in here. All right. At the center, you find a little stage that looks perfect for supporting a spectacularly silly dance. Or it would if standing on it didn't make you a little nervous, and also if that didn't sound like an R-worded idea given the circumstances. It looks sort of like the various contraptions you've been deploying in John's house. You wonder what it does. Okay. Let me just look at something. Well, yeah, I just like it because it's like a pre-intro, a hint of a new character. A hint of a new character. Yes, what you're saying now. Sorry, I missed. I forgot what I was saying back when it was now. Especially when Troll Slum's gone forever, has gone, ignored on her screen for a bit. Like, who are these? Did anyone even have these? Okay. Let's go attempt to plug laptop into nearby hub. Kablamo. The poor cat. Oh, let the cat go. All right. It's like she grabbed the laptop. Just the cat disappeared. Is the cat okay? So is the cat gonna get like it's gonna turn into a sprite the same way John's grandma got transmutated? Let's see. But yeah, she grabbed her laptop. That's what I would have done in that situation. Great, you just vaporized your dead cat. Oh well, ashes to ashes, you guess. Well, this will help you move on, probably. There's gotta be a better way to deal with this lousy tree. What tree? Examine fetch modus. Yeah, okay, sorry, I just saw you said Jasmine. Let's see. Looks like you can choose between picking leaves or awkwardly uprooting the whole tree, as you've been doing. Okay, you select leaf. You also turn off auto balance since its consequences can be a little mystifying sometimes. Let's see. Let's see. Let's keep going. You gather up all your items again in order that places your laptop in a conveniently accessible leaf. You're not sure why you didn't do this a lot sooner. Kind of funny look, kind of a funny looking tree now, but your concern for structural elegance is at an all-time low. Okay. Find the unlocked hub. Look at all that money. I'm sorry, I know it's not money. I wish it was money. Okay. As long as you're going to plug in your computer, you might as well find that hub. Here it is. Hub lab blub. It is unlocked and thus removable from the grid. You suspect this was the same beacon transmitting the unsecured signal you were using earlier. All right. You pick up the laptop leaf from the tree. Okay. Now, you plug your laptop into the hub, then capture log the hub, and then the laptop. There must be a better place around here to set up your computer. This huge grid of electronics is sort of uninviting. You look around. Hey, what's that? What's what? Uh-oh. Is that a 3-minute timer? Skynet Laboratory. Okay, Skynet Laboratory. Unestablished in... okay. It's another one of these ominous countdowns. You didn't notice it when you first entered the lab about a minute ago. It looks like this one may have been ticking for years. Yeah, looks like it. How old is this lab? Whatever it's ticking down to, there isn't much time. You can only hope that when you turn on your computer again, there will be a connection invitation from one Mr. Strider again in the future. Okay. Another timer winds down sideways. Okay. So did he crash the thing? Okay. So this is the actual vagabond, right? No, is this the wandering vagabond, or is this the random cabbage man we saw in the desert before? Okay. So I've got some worms coming out. Cool. It's being shook around. It's not having its way. A tree is growing. That's right, I remember the tree. So we're pointing in that direction. This is a helicopter now. Okay. So can somebody tell me if this is actually the wandering vagabond, or am I correct about that? No, because he doesn't. No, he can't be, because this is not what the wandering vagabond looked like. This is just a random person in the desert collecting mailboxes, as you do. Taller, different color. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. All right. Now we're going to go to Dave's perspective, and we're going to abscond to his brother, probably. And here we go. Let's round 2. Get him. Beat your brother. So I feel like his brother probably is like a Trent type of. He's probably like Trent Lane from the TV show Daria, probably sounds like that if he were to talk. Oh my god, he's going down the stairs. I warned you about the stairs. I told you, dog. I warned you about the stairs, bro. Okay, so this is just looping, right? Okay, so I still don't understand the relationship between these two brothers. I still don't get it. It almost feels like a hot because these two, because of their glasses and the fact that they're so like obsessed with coolness, but so I'm thinking about like one of my favorite anime, which is Gurren Lagann, which came out in 2007, so just a couple of years before Homestuck was being published. Uh, there's the characters Carmina and Simone, and they're like Carmina's a bit older than Simone. Like he's almost like an adult, like I think, but like a teenage adult, like 18, 19, something like that. And Simone's like 12 or 14 or something, and so that but they're not actually related to each other. They just consider each other to be brothers, but they're genuinely like they genuinely care about each other like they're brothers. But these two come across like that, but like there's like some sort of animosity that the older brother seems to have, and Dave just seems to be like in denial about that. That's how it comes across to me. Okay, let me just have a look. The stairs. Let's see. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff reference in case you hadn't read that back then. No, I read the comic. If I remember correctly, the brother is the author of that comic, and every now and then we get the segments of that. Okay, I can't remember which ones you read. I think I've read all of them so far, but there's not a lot of them, and they're just kind of dumb. The stairs, crossing my fingers because we didn't open the link when snooping on Bro's PC. Oh, okay, so there was something that I missed. Okay. My, there is when the Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comics come up, do those contain foreshadowings of things to come? My cat seeks attention. It do be like that. It do be like that. Uh, the stair, the stair one is the thirst. Oh, okay. So the thirst. So they do contain foreshadowings. They're supposed to be prophetic. Is that it? Or is it just a coincidence? I'm still not sure if you read it. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't call Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff an essential part of Homestuck. Okay, because the other four comics, maybe. Okay, yeah, like what was it called? The Midnight Crew. But it's just fun to get the references. Okay, yeah, all right. Oh well, can't answer that. I can link the site between streams. All right, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, definitely send me some links for that. They're really foreshadowing. It's more like I wouldn't say they're foreshadowing. It's more like an extra thing that Homestuck will sometimes reference. Okay, okay. Sounds interesting. I'm thinking about how. No, never mind. I won't. I won't go. I won't go on another tangent. Let's just keep doing the thing. It keeps happening. This is a cool shot. I really like seeing how this character was like her world was purple and now it's just like this ominous green is just has just overpowered her world and she's just being like, yeah, whatever. I just need to power up my computer. What does? It keeps happening. What does? You don't have time to humor every random thought that pops into your head. The clock is ticking. Look around for anything else of importance. Oh, it was a companion comic. So this was a comic that did exist that Andrew Hussey wrote himself. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to think of other examples that have probably done that. Okay, so I know there's been examples of what was it called? I think it was uh, yeah, there was an anime called Genshiken. Yeah, there was a manga and anime called Genshiken, and there's a particular anime that they talk about a lot, and you see it in the actual show as well, where they're talking about this particular anime, and then eventually that anime did become an actual anime. The in-universe anime that they talk about in Genshiken eventually became an anime in real life. I've never seen it. It doesn't look like my thing personally, but it doesn't seem like something that the characters would be interested in either. But like, I guess they just, somebody thought it was probably a good idea to make it a real thing that fans of Genshiken could go to if they wanted to experience what the characters were experiencing, which is a clever idea. Actually, another example would be, there's like the first two seasons of Digimon, and then the third season of Digimon is like a whole different universe separate from what had come before. But in Digimon Tamers, Digimon, I think it was called Digimon Adventure, was a TV show in the universe of Digimon Tamers. So, which was a very clever way of like doing a reboot where it's like acknowledging that yes, that other story happened, but like but in this universe, it's like this. It was a cool idea. That show was written by Chiaki J. Konica, whose writing I really enjoy. Okay, let's see. Oh right, and I don't know how far you get in the remaining time, but 2792 might be the next landmark based on Homestuck's map function, with the last one being Jade. Answer to... I'll write these down. Hang on. Let me find my pen. Okay, so we've already done 279, and so we should be looking out for... I'll look out for 2792. Okay. How far? Yeah, we could probably get to that today. 2792. We've got time. Okay, this looks like something of importance. Looks like a bunch of squibbly squabbly, but okay. Nah, it looks impressive. It's just it's going over. Oh look, a little tea set over here. That might come in handy maybe. So this is probably the lab, or at least one of the labs, that is connected to the lab that the Wandering Vagabond is in and flew into the sky as a spaceship. It appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring a... So I was just So I haven't seen the Terminator 2. I've only seen the first Terminator movie, and I really liked that movie. So yeah, sorry. I will correct my mistakes and watch Terminator 2 one day. I'm sorry. But I remember I was just remembering that Skynet is like an evil company from the Terminator franchise, and that's what this Skynet is probably a reference to. Okay. It appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring a great number of SPURB sessions in the northern United States and parts of Canada upon... Oh my god, so Skynet, this whole lab is just like monitoring people playing this one game. It's all a freaking conspiracy. This is so like Men in Black, or something along those lines. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Upon further investigation, you draw some logical conclusions. If you say so, Rose. If you say so. As logical as a 13-year-old can be. Well, you could be logical. You're a cartoon character, so you're supposed to be helpful as a character. Okay. It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It seems, oh my god, this is so apocalyptic. It seems each session corresponds with a meteor, but not all meteors have sessions. The color of the dot appears to indicate the status of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow dots are imminent collisions. Green will impact later, and blue will have the longest to touchdown. Okay, hang on. Let me just... So red. So there's red, there's yellow, there's green, and then there's blue. Okay, that's four. So that's 4 colors, and there's 4 characters. Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to, let me get my ducks in a row. Okay, so John is blue. What's her name? John is blue. Probably. Garden Gnostic is green. What else? Dave is red. So I guess Rose is yellow. Okay. Let me just check the chats real quick. There is a delicate science to picking good pages to pause on in Homestuck, lol. Okay. Heh. I started trying to map it out based on the reading rate. I have some notes around here somewhere. Oh, that's very helpful. Okay. The landmark in question is a shift to PM. Jason, don't ask what that is. Okay, so sorry. Okay. The colors are now imminent, the collisions are. Okay. Well, in about 20, I'll keep reading for 20 minutes. So if you can figure out where I should, so in about, 15 minutes. So I'll give you about 15 minutes to figure out where I should stop. And then after 15 minutes, I'll keep reading to where you want me to stop. Okay. You use the panel to center on your present. I hope that made sense. I'm sorry if that didn't make sense. If not, we'll just wing it. We'll wing it. You use the panel to center on your present location and zoom in. Surrounding the lab are, of course, the hundreds of smaller meteors that have been raining down steadily throughout the evening. Most of these meteorites have either landed already or will shortly. Dear God. Centered over the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. You can't say precisely how imminent, but you could certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southwest of the lab, just southwest of the lab, centered suspiciously near the location of your house, is an even larger looming collision. Oh, so she's gonna die. Near the location of your house. Okay, near the location. Though this one appears slightly less imminent. Okay, slightly less. Okay, larger looming collision, but slightly less imminent. Okay. The terminal looks like it can monitor any media or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. Holy moly. You zoom way out and narrow the search based on size. The two at the top of the list appear to be the biggest by far. You examine only their coordinates. The second biggest is centered over a US city. The biggest by a landslide is, luckily for the Earth, you suppose, way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Well, there's some islands out there. Turn on your laptop and check on John. Okay. Hey John, are you still alive? Okay. Let's see. All right, let me just keep going. Okay, you plug the laptop into the hub again and turn it on. It is now powered and connected to the wireless signal the hub is broadcasting. Your Spurb session reconnects. All right. No sign of John here. Yeah, looks like a crime. It's all a bunch of... Yeah, he's still being beaten up by those clowns, probably. You wonder why the house is shaking. Yes, wait. Yeah, he's already been kablamoed into a void somewhere. And he's been prompted to go on some sort of hero's journey by his grandmother. But not really. Last time you saw him, he was on one of the roof platforms. You will have to navigate via the Spurb interface to find him. Ascend. Okay. Oh, we've got another flash animation coming up, probably. Come on, here we go. Oh. Interaction. Whoa. Oh my god. Sorry, it was a bit of a jump scare for a minute. Yeah, beat him up. Yeah, get him, Grandma. I'm just going to drink some water while I'm watching this. Yes, you've got more grist. Yeah, victory dance. All right, we did it. High five the Nenequin. Okay, left hanging long enough. All right. Cute. Look, he's just covered in blood. Oh my god. Good work, John. Good work, John. Oh, hey, you're back. For now, I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another large meteor headed for my present location. Oh, so you mean Dave connected with you? Not yet. I'll explain later. I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to your location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player. Okay, the countdown. Okay, so it's okay, cool. Sorry. As well as a strange coincidence. Okay, I don't really think I get it. Is this relevant? Probably not at the moment, and certainly not to you. I have to go. Okay, later. P.S. Try not to waste too much time on that grist while I'm gone. Okay, climb that enchilada. The enchilada, I mean. Okay. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Look at that quill. Let's see. You rocket up the escalator to the dizzying heights of the vaunted Boy Skylark Run. Okay. So what? Okay. Your new feather is hard earned and well deserved and alarmingly fashionable. Collect fat loots. Like, yeah, punch that piggy bank. You and your ceramic pork hollow rejoice in the mound of wealth yielded from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You are still not sure what all these boon dollars can actually get you, but when pulling in such insane loot and hand over fist like this, who cares? Not you. Pick up as much grist as you can hold. That's not what Rose said. Okay. Let's see. Your expanded cache limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up 2,260 pieces of build grist, 1,040 pieces of shale, and 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury. Okay. You can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be just barely insufficient to... you can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be just barely insufficient to produce. Okay. Oh god, there's grist littered down there too. Those stupid ogres were like huge grist pinatas. One of those big sour grape electric Holocaust fruit gushers is jammed in the hole in the platform. You guess there's only one way to get it, by getting it, right? Nanosprite. John, don't forget your book, Nanosprite. It is your birthright. You ought to give it a read when you have a moment, particularly the first several pages. Okay, Nana, I will. Hey, Nana? Yes, dear. Since I am trying to get up to the gate, and since you can sort of conjure floating beds and throw me around and all, couldn't you just throw me up to the gate? Yes, of course, John, but that would not serve your purpose well. There is a very good reason why you should build up to it, and then keep building. Okay. I guess that's what I figured. So just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is with a clear explanation, you can give me a series of really coy riddles about it and then sort of giggle? I guess he just wants the tropes, huh? Wants this to be as tropey as possible. That's the desire. John, you are a very fresh young man. Your father has done such a wonderful job raising you. I am so proud of you both. Haha, I guess. When you pass through the Thirst Gate, everything will change. You will find the place where the constellations dance beneath the clouds, and then your true work may begin. Hoo hoo hoo. I suddenly understand everything. That feels like something Homer Simpson would say. So, okay, it's just like, anyways. Elsewhere, we find a place. Okay. Wow, what is this? This is still John's perspective, right? And we've gone through the gate, and now everything's like this. Everything's purple. This is probably the inside of Rose's mind, right? Where a kingdom lies entrenched beyond the impenetrable veil of darkness. Oh my god, it's Dad. Now let me just, before I move on to the next page. Okay, so he escaped his handcuffs, and he's now pieing everybody in the face, and he's kicking everyone, probably. Let me just look at the... Okay, so let me just look at the chat for a second. So you want me to... So you think 2792 will be the place I should end. Okay, I can do that. Okay. It is, but I thought he said something about pausing and having us decide on a pause point or something. Yeah, so what I mean is, like, like a place where I can just, like, basically stop streaming. Like, I'm trying to figure out a place where I can stop streaming. If you guys want to decide, I can just wing it myself, but, like, what I usually do, like, finding a place where I can just stop reading and then just, what happens then? Stop reading and then pick this up next week, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, because I've got work tomorrow, so I can't stream tomorrow, so this is pretty much just, like, what I'm going to do on the weekends. Okay. I didn't, he can answer in a sec. I thought he was saying we should pick up somewhere. No breaks today. No breaks today. Like, so did you want me to go up to 2795? 2792, and then just stop there. Do you think that'd be a? Okay, so you all agree on 2792. That's where I should stop, and then pick up again next week. Okay, I can do that. All right, let's keep going. We've just got a few more pages to go. Then let's see. He's gonna punch the birthday boy. Yeah, okay, so this is where his dad is. This isn't where John is necessarily. Got him. Sorry, this whole shot, especially because of how purple it is, it reminds me of the fight church scene in Murder Drones, where Uzi is possessed by her mum and is fighting her boyfriend, and it's happening in a church. Okay. Got him. What is this? No face from Spirited Away that's watching everything. I know it's not. It's probably the Wandering Vagabond. No, it's probably the Clown King of Hell or something. He's like angry. Graveyard stuffers? What the heck is a graveyard stuffer? You are now the Peregrine Mendicant. Okay. You are flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? Okay, yeah, I think that this is a good place to stop then. So I'll save the game, and I would like to thank you everyone for joining me on today's stream. Once this stream is over, I will schedule the next one for what is Saturday 9:00 a.m. for me. Hopefully it comes up automatically what time that will be for you on your ends. Thanks for interacting. Thanks for the guidance and the advice, and keeping me making sure that I understand exactly what's going on. I appreciate that, and also protecting me from spoilers. I especially appreciate that. So, other than that, I enjoy the rest of your weekends. I still got at least 6 to 8 hours left of a decent Sunday afternoon. So, I appreciated doing this. And I hope to see more. I hope to see you all again for the next stream. And other than that, take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the future. Bye.